Trouble on the waterfront. The newly formed Avengers, still finding their footing as a super team, have been following suspicious weapons sales lately, the latest of which being in the warehouses along the New York waterfront. The Avengers stop a deal between the infamous mercenary Grim Reaper and the Magia family, but there is an unexpected turn of events when Reaper blows up the merchandise, the Magias and his own men, to make it back to his unknown boss. The Avengers are unsettled. The team returns to their base, the basement of the X-Mansion. Professor X has financed the team because of his friendship with Tony Stark. It's a tenuous agreement. They retire to their own corners of the base when they are surprised by a stowaway, Hope Van Dyne, wearing a modified version of her father's Ant-Man suit. Terrified, the girl warns the Avengers that Hank Pym built an AI named Ultron that went haywire when Hank accidentally hit his wife. Hope ran away with the suit and sought out the Avengers for help, seeing them as the best chance against the robot. Hawkeye is on Hope's side immediately, but Iron Man and Black Widow are more hesitant. A roar from the Hulk brings the whole team together. Meanwhile, we find Ultron himself. The robot is the mysterious boss of Grim Reaper, and the mercenaries' missions have been to gain tech and money to finance a massive machine, the Nullifier. Seeing his own creator fall victim to emotion, Ultron believes emotion to be the one illogical object in the way of world peace. This Nullifier would erase that emotion from every human being on Earth, bringing them to Ultron's idea of perfection: robots. However, he needs a human mind to help the machine run. Reaper knows someone who could help. Grim Reaper is determined to escape from Ultron's grasp by any means necessary, and if he finishes this last mission, he might be free to go. Reaper visits his brother, the movie star Simon Williams, fresh off the set of the much-anticipated Spider-Man Magnolia, who also has his bachelor's degree in neurosciences. Eric tells Simon to put his mind to use working on a machine that could bring about world peace. Simon agrees, though suspicious of just what this means. As for the Reaper, even he is beginning to have second thoughts about throwing his own brother under the bus. The Nullifier is finally nearing completion. All the while, Yellow Jacket has been on the prowl. A remorseful Hank Pym hates himself for Ultron's threat and the pain he caused his wife and daughter. However, with encouragement from Janet, Hank sets out to find Hope. Pym tracks the Ant-Man suit to the X-Mansion basement. The unstable Pym attacks the Avengers for supposedly kidnapping his daughter, but they convince him that Hope is perfectly safe. In fact, she was training with Hawkeye. Well, that is until there's a call over the comms. Hawkeye took Hope with him to Times Square to show her the Christmas tree, since the young girl had never seen it before. While there, however, an uncanny group of Santas are revealed to be Ultron bots, Ultron's mass-produced minions in disguise. Hawkeye does his best to protect the young girl, but he is off balance from the start. He puts out a harried distress call, and to his surprise, the giant form of the Hulk arrives almost immediately to destroy the bots. Hulk is taking a liking to Hope, and was watching out for her ever since they left the basement. The trio return to the mansion, but unbeknownst to them, a tracker has been attached to Hulk's back. Ah, the Nth-Verse. My pride and joy. I have struggled for a year to find out how to bring it to YouTube, and I think this works the best. At least better than incredibly tedious storyboarding. And so here we have it. The Rage of Ultron. There have been a couple smaller stories before this one, but it feels great to try my hand at a Christmassy Avengers romp. So for now, some behind the scenes, if you don't mind. First off, you may be wondering where Captain America and Thor, two major Avengers, are in this story. They're actually off on their own missions. Me and Pilakar, my number two when it comes to storytelling in this world, both decided that Cap and Thor have the least interesting relationship to Ultron as a villain. And so, to keep the story more manageable, they were written out into their own tales. Tales both related to bolts of thunder. How about that? For this story, Each main Avenger has received a major costume upgrade. You can see the change immediately with Hawkeye. Instead of a doofy circus outfit, I combined his classic and Ronin appearances into this super cool, if I might add, version. You'll get a better look at Widow, Iron Man, and Hulk in Part 2. Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket are both integral characters to Ultron lore, but I wanted to emphasize the legacy status of Ant-Man from the beginning, and include a really fun MCU character with the Astonishing Ant-Girl, Hope Van Dyne. Hope was drawn a full 8 months before Yellow Jacket, but I'm pleased to note the consistency between designs, as father and daughter. And finally, I love the simple looks of the Ultron bots. Having Ultron and his minions be brick-built really separates them from the traditional minifigure, and the Ultron bots are actually Ultron's base frame, just smaller. And the Santa bot is a direct reference to one of my favorite Doctor Who baddies, the Roboform. Part 2 will hopefully conclude the story, and more behind the scenes with it as well. If all goes well, this could end up being the format for every major Nth-Verse story going forward, and that's a very exciting prospect in my opinion. If you like what I have so far, and want to see and hear more, please let me know in the comments below. And please, share around with any Avengers, Ultron, or LEGO fans, it really helps. And so, will Ultron's nullifier be completed? Will the Avengers find the tracker in time? Will that one robot keep his Santa costume? Tune in next time. Later.